Hello. This is one of my first times trying to film on my camera. I usually use my phone when I film, but I do have this camera and I want to get to know it better. So I'm going to try to start filming my YouTube videos on here as well. And I do have a viewfinder on this camera, so if you see me looking above the lens, that's what I'm looking at. But obviously, if you watched my video before this, you're going to recognize the outfit I'm in because I'm filming, I guess, a second video today. I'm just feeling very chatty and I don't have any more work to do today, so I thought it would be a great time to just film for YouTube. I've been wanting to get into YouTube for forever. I have actually filmed so many videos that have never ended up on my channel and actually end up just getting deleted or never seen by anybody because I am very critical of my work and I need to relax and I need to just let myself enjoy filming because I love creating content. I have a really great time editing, being creative, finding things to do. So I thought that doing a video, kind of just sitting down and talking, getting unready with me, would be a great chance for me to sit here and share some facts about myself or share some whatever about myself, just so you know me a little bit more and hopefully you like my content and the things that I do. So I am going to be taking my makeup off. I am so itchy. My allergies have been so bad yesterday and today. I think it must be my cats. And my skin is kind of crying from yesterday because I had a bridal shoot and obviously bridal makeup is very heavy. My skin is just not happy and neither is my hair. I'll have to show you guys my hair in a minute. But I guess starting off with my allergies because I already mentioned them. I am a cat lady. I have 3 cats. I did not think I would be a cat lady at the young age of 25, but here I am. And honestly, I wholeheartedly accept my cat lady fate. I think it's a lot of fun. And I love animals. Like, I've always been a huge animal person. I always knew the day would come that I'd be a crazy animal person, but I didn't guess it would be cats first because I did not grow up with cats. I grew up with a dog. But I do have 3 cats. I have a gray cat. Excuse me, oh my god, I have such bad indigestion from the video I filmed before this. I ate a lot of weird stuff today. My gray cat, his name is Indy. I have a little black cat, his name is Mystic, and then I have a little orange blonde cat, and his name is Honey. And they're my babies, and I love them more than anything. I guess some other facts about me. I am 25 years old. I am a Leo. I am a July 28th birthday. And I personally do not believe in the cusp signs. I just don't. I think it's ridiculous. I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on something that pointless. I love like zodiac stuff, but I feel like I've heard some people be so irritating regarding the cusp nonsense, and I don't think it's true because I know people on the Cancer cusp and they are Cancers to a T. I know people on the Scorpio cusp and they are Scorpios to a T. I don't think it has any relation, but I am a double Leo with an Aquarius moon. I'm a very emotional person, unfortunately. But I guess it's not always a bad thing, but it can be frustrating to be a very emotional person, if you know what I mean. If you're an emotional person, you know exactly what I mean. I am a social media manager. I feel like this is a question I get from people very often, asking me how I make my income, how I do my work, about my agency, and I'll answer some questions. Some of it is a little bit confusing because, honestly, I don't even know sometimes. To be so frank, I really don't even know sometimes, but basically I have been working in social media for the past 6 years. I do a lot of UGC content, and I think a lot of people who don't know too much about social media don't understand what UGC content is. And basically what it is you create content for a brand and you don't end up posting it. They use it strictly on their socials, and I've had companies say like if you want to post it you can, but most of the time I don't because I don't want to. But I do make a majority of my income based off of user-generated content. And I also do a lot of collaborations. I have been working with a management agency for, oh my god, 4 years now? Wow. Okay, 4 years now, since I was in college. And they have honestly pulled some really, really great collaborations for me in the past. And I also do a lot of freelance work as well. I have noticed that I handle most of my collaborations independently, which I prefer because then I don't have to pay an agency rate or anything. But when it comes to my social media management agency, which I do management, like I said, marketing, creation. I do offer UGC through my agency, but I try to keep that more separate from my personal brand. I don't really like to be in the UGC that my agency offers, and by the way, my agency is OKW agency if you want to go check it out. But it can be very frustrating. A lot of people automatically assume that when I'm posting on OKW, I'm basically just promoting my personal pages, which I'm not. I've actually had to explain to a decent amount of companies before that if you're looking to collaborate with me specifically, like, please message my personal account, and if you're looking for like agency representation or management for your social medias, please feel free to reach out to OKW. But it has been a little bit confusing to differentiate the two because I do obviously post myself on OKW. That's been a little bit of an issue. I'm trying to work out the kinks still. I'm a very new small business owner, and you know, it takes time to learn these things and learn the ropes and understand all of it. So whatever, but it's a lot of fun. I am a very creative person. I always have been. When I was younger, I was art obsessed. I wanted to be an artist. I wanted to be a painter, a drawer, a freaking ceramics, whatever. I wanted to do something within the art field, and I kind of fell out of love with art. Did you see that? I almost put this in my mouth. I fell out of love with art in high school, and I don't really know why. I feel like I just lost a lot of my inspiration, which is frustrating, and sometimes it'll come back to me and I'll sit and I'll draw and I'll paint. I'm a huge doodler. Oh my god, my notebooks are covered in doodles. It's so unprofessional, but I don't know. It's very strange. I've never really understood it, and it's hard for me to explain why my inspiration was just gone, but it was. And now I feel like my creative outlet is my social media work, which I really enjoy. And I actually just picked up a new client this week, and they asked me what I like about doing social media, and I said, well, when I work with clients, it's really nice to take the pressure off of myself and not be so critical of me and my voice and the way I move and the way I talk, like everything. Like, when I see myself on camera, I'm so mean to myself. I'm trying to be nicer. I have gotten some workbooks that are supposed to help me with that, but when I do a client's work, it's like my creative outlet and I'm able to express myself, but it's no pressure on me as like an individual. Like, work pressure, yes, but I'm not super critical of me, if that makes sense. Sometimes I'm really bad at explaining things, but I really do enjoy that. It's a fun line of work. People always ask me how I got into it, and I don't know. I really don't know. I think I just started posting on Instagram when I was in college, and when I started to gain a little bit of followers on Instagram, I kind of just went with it, and I started getting reached out to by brands. And when I first started doing this, I was 19. I'm 25 now. It was really tiny brands. I was modeling for this little boutique that was near the college that I went to. I went to Westchester University, and that was like the start of like my modeling. And I didn't even mention that yet. I model too, but I usually only do bridal now, and a lot of people ask me why. And if you can hear my cats running around, I'll be completely transparent. And it's really difficult to talk about these things because people think I'm being a pick-me, but honestly, this is from my personal experience. I do not have the cliche model body. Cliche, stereotypical, societal pressured body, if you know what I mean. And I'm trying to find like ways to say this lightly, because I know from personal experience, like, that's been my negative takeaway from modeling, which is why I typically only do bridal now. But basically, I have a very athletic body type. I was a track runner when I was younger. I was a volleyball player. I am a very leg heavy girl, and heavy might not be like the best word. I'm muscular. I'm a very muscular bottom girl, and that's fine. I like it, you know, like, I like to wear heels because I feel like it emphasizes my muscles. But at the same time, when it comes to modeling, most companies and clients prefer more of a petite body size, and I'm not getting that muscle off my body, and I don't really want to. But I could definitely tell when I was working with like certain brands that I won't name, but they're local to Philadelphia. They were not happy with the way I looked, and they were not happy with the way the photos were turning out, and I don't know. It just didn't really feel good to have that pressure on me all the time. And I noticed that bridal modeling was actually a lot more inclusive, and I felt a lot better about myself, and I actually really enjoyed myself when I was doing those gigs and jobs. So I took a huge step away from the e-com, commercial, all that stuff, and now I pretty much only do bridal, but I prefer it anyways. It's a lot more fun. I love gowns and the sparkly makeup and all the fun stuff like that, so I don't know. People always ask me for that stuff, and I don't like to talk about it because I think it makes me sound like a pick-me. If I'm going to be very, very honest, I think it makes me sound like a pick-me, and I don't want to sound like a pick-me, but also my experiences are valid. Like, I know how I was feeling, I know how I was treated, I know how I was viewed, and I could also hear what they were saying about the photos right in front of my face, and yeah, so not my favorite feeling in the world, but I still do model. I did a baby commercial like 2 months ago, I think, and that was something else. I haven't spent a lot of time around kids. I'm not very comfortable around kids, and I could definitely read on camera that I'm not very comfortable around kids. I'm an animal person, okay? I am just an animal person. A little bit more about me, because I could ramble about that forever. I have 2 siblings. I have a brother and a sister. They are my bestest friends in the entire world. I am so blessed to have the relationship I have with my siblings. My parents are also 2 of the closest people in my life. I love them to death. They are my world. My family is very, very close. I'm trying to think like interesting things about me. I feel like whenever I sit down to film, I'm like, I have so much to talk about. And then I start to talk and I'm like, I don't have anything to talk about. I've never been stung by a bee. That's interesting. I love bugs. I love bugs, and I think that's why I've never been stung by a bee, because I love bugs so much. So they respect me. I respect them, they respect me. We keep our distance. We stay away from each other. I don't rock with bees at all, but I do love bugs. I wanted to be an entomologist when I was younger, but unfortunately entomology does not pay very well. It's weird. Whenever I talk about this, I realize when I was younger, I had so many goals and dreams and aspirations that never came to fruition. I wanted to be an art teacher, I wanted to be an entomologist, I wanted to be a NASCAR driver, I also love cars, and somehow I ended up in social media. I don't understand how that works, but alright, I'm gonna go and shower, and I think, could you see my hair when I had it down? It is so bad. That's how much product is in my hair. It's staying like that. Ew, okay, I'm gonna go shower and I'll come back and I'll wrap up with my skincare, and hopefully I'll think of some more things to talk about while I'm in the shower. Of course, the minute I sit down to film after I got out of the shower, my camera was dead. So I had to sit down and charge my battery, and I did let my hair air dry just because there was so much heat and product on it from the shoot yesterday. I just wanted to let it rest, and I'll probably go to the gym tomorrow morning too, so I just wanted to let it air dry and hopefully give it a little bit of a break. But I did do some thinking when I was in the shower, trying to think of other like fun facts to share, and I realized I never talk about how much of an aviation enthusiast I am. I absolutely love airplanes so much. My dad went to Embry-Riddle and was an airplane mechanic for years, and I feel like that interest of mine like definitely stemmed from my dad. But as much as I love airplanes, I absolutely despise flying more than anything. I don't like heights, and I do like trust pilots and I trust mechanics, but there's something about being in a confined space 30,000 feet off the ground that I'm just not a huge fan of. I don't know, I panic really bad on planes and during flights, and I for some reason have no shame when it comes to that panic. I will cry and scream in front of anyone, and it's really embarrassing, and I have talked to my doctor. We're trying to figure out what I can take that's not going to make me do that on the airplane anymore. But I was just thinking like what was my favorite collab, because I feel like I never really talk about those things. Like you see them on my social media, but I never actually get to talk about the details. And I think the most fun collab I've ever done was with the Hard Rock Casino and Cafe in Atlantic City. Last summer they invited me to go to the Chippendale show, which was so much fun. And I've never been to a Chippendale show. I've never seen male dancers like that. It was brand new to me, okay? And it was a show, for sure. It was definitely interesting. I thought it was really fun how they brought up a lot of the, like, older women onto the stage and, like, danced on them. Because there were some grandmoms in that crowd that got pulled up there. And I didn't know they showed that much. I didn't know what to expect. But the special guest last year was Gleb Sevchenko from Dancing with the Stars. And he's a really good dancer, so it was entertaining. And then a fact I wish I didn't know, my dad was actually asked to be a Chippendale in the 90s. So as much as I like could have gone without knowing that, he really enjoys to talk about how the Chippendales approached him and my uncle and asked them to be Chippendale dancers. And thank Christ he said no. Thank Christ. Because that would be so embarrassing for me. Like, absolutely so embarrassing. But I really just wanted to come on here and, sorry, my back is killing me, just try to get used to my camera a little bit, film a little bit, give more of a authentic feel to me. And I feel like my YouTube is going to be a completely different vibe than my Instagram in the best way possible. My Instagram is very curated and very perfected and very, you know, focused on, like, as much as I want YouTube to be the same way, I want you guys to have more of a genuine connection with me on here. I'm not wearing makeup. I look so scary right now, and my allergies are making my eyes so damn itchy. My hair is not done. My room is a mess, which you can probably see in the background. Like, again, I'll be honest, I've been honest this whole video, I am not going to be the aesthetic creator that you're probably used to seeing. I'm just not an aesthetic girl. I am an ADHD clusterfuck mess 24/7, and I make it work. That's fine, you know what I mean? Like, I make it work, but, like, honestly, like, I am not an aesthetic girl. I am not organized. I'm trying to better my life in a lot of those ways, but just my personality, I'm a very type B person, and I really want my personality and just more of, like, my personal life to shine through on YouTube instead of feeling like the pressures of Instagram. And TikTok's pretty casual for me. I don't take it too, like, seriously, honestly, but I don't know. I really just wanted this to be a platform where I can come on here and talk and chat and just hang out and feel like I can do and post whatever, which I'm really excited about because I don't feel like I have that on any other platform. So I'm very excited to get this channel started and to start posting more consistently on here. Totally open to recommendations for videos, or if there's anything you want to see from me. I know people always ask me about social media work, and I am happy to dive into that further and talk about it more. But I don't know, I just want to have more of an authentic presence on this platform, and I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm hoping that I can use this as a creative outlet that's also not work, and take some of that pressure off of myself, and hopefully be a little bit kinder to myself as well. And I think it's good that I push myself out of my comfort zone a little bit to, like, be here. No, like, no makeup, like, hair looking ratty, like, my fake tanner difference from my face, neck, and hands is insane. And I like that. Like, I want that to be the vibe here, okay? Like, I don't know. I hope it works out. I'm excited for it. I don't know. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, I guess, like, there's nothing else, like, super crazy to know about me. I could probably sit here and continue to talk forever. Oh, I'm a big antique person. I love antiques. I love older styles of houses. I don't like modern houses. I don't like how everything is so gray and white, and it just feels like a lot of personality has been stripped from houses and apartment buildings. And I live in an 1800s house. It's a weird house. It's definitely, in my opinion, haunted. There's some weird shit that happens around here. But I love it. It has so much character, and it's a very unique apartment. I'd love to do a tour sometime if I ever get around to cleaning it. But I think I'm going to wrap up this video here. I hope this was enjoyable, just to get, like, a little bit of a basic knowledge done and out of the way. So I'll continue posting, hoping to have more casual sit-downs like this, and make sure to follow my other social medias if you want to see what I look like, not with day-old makeup on and not fresh out of the shower. My Instagram, TikTok, and whatever else I have will be linked below, and make sure to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching if you've gotten this far, and I look forward to where this channel is going to take me.